Welcome to Yo-11 Minutes. Yo-11 Minutes, mostly Vegas, no BS casino experience, and more. Michael Traeger is out again today, but today I'm looking at Vegas travel on the cheap, and I'll show you how I went about booking my many Vegas trips when I was a visitor here. Of course, I just moved out here about 7 months ago, 6 months ago. But I took a lot of trips out here, so I want to show you the process I did. This is for, if you don't have a lot of like loyalty points stacked up, or you're not getting those comps or whatever the case is. Basically, I'm just going to show you how to find those deals. So we're going to get to a few websites here to do some comparing, and right over here I have queued up Priceline.com. So Priceline.com, what I did, I made an imaginary trip checking in May 6th to May 9th. It's a 3-night stay. 1 room, 2 adults, seems pretty standard, just so you can get an idea. Now with Priceline.com, basically you can set your own budget, or to the cheapest possible all the way up to $223 a night. The cheapest possible is anywhere from $0 to $119 a night. But, just know that you might not be staying where you want to stay. Like, I'm just saying, like, it might not be the Strip. It might not even be downtown. So this section here, I hit search and I did it on hotels only. You can do bundle and saves on every website. You can do a bundle, or it's called a travel package, and you can book your hotel and your flight at the same time. So we'll take a look at this in a moment. But if you're just trying to get the hotels, right, I did that search here, and you can see, well, if you're watching the video, but if not, it's fine. There's a section here that says, we pick one of these 3 hotels, and it shows Sahara, Excalibur, and Flamingo, and you get one of 3 hotels. They're going to tell you what they chose. You don't get to choose. So there's that. If we're looking at like 4 Queens downtown, it's 25% off here. The total is $161, including taxes and fees. So that's pretty good. The total's right there. The price it's showing you is, I guess, is like the night, how much per night. But you can see at the bottom of that total, 161. Read the fine print. Read the tiny ass print. It's gonna help out a lot. Okay, and then you see other things, Circuit Circus. Let's just act like that don't exist. The Strat. They have Marriott's Grand Chateau, which is a promotion. The Strip Southeast. Golden Nugget, here we are, $65. Treasure Island, 77. This is nightly prices. Flamingo, 62. So now we're it's Strip properties, and you can see where it's going from there. Oyo has a $20 one, which is interesting. Excalibur, 46. The Plaza, 49. So this is a good way to find, like what your stay is going to be. So let's say that we wanted to book these same nights, but do it through Plaza's website, right? So Plaza Hotel Las Vegas. And I'm going to go to their official website, Plaza Hotel, plazahotelcasino.com. Okay, so rooms and suites. All right, so let's do that. Rooms and suites. And you have an option of luxe room with 2 queen beds, deluxe room with 2 queen beds, etc., etc. Now I'm going back over here to Priceline, and let's go ahead and choose our room and see what options Priceline is going to give us. Okay, so we're here, 1 Main Street, Las Vegas. Here it is. All right, and we scroll on down, and there it is. There's the rooms. Deluxe room is $49. That's the low price. That's the price you were shown. Now, if you want to upgrade to a deluxe double or a luxe king, it adds on to that, as you can see these prices. So now I want to compare it to the hotel's website. So we're going to go here, and let's just go get a deluxe room. Book your room. Now let's see what Plaza's website tells us. Room/bed type assigned at check-in. Okay, which means that if they don't have your room, they'll give you something else. All right, let's Got it. Give me those cookies. All right, so that's the deluxe room details. Our deluxe room, this, that, the third. Okay, it lists so their amenities and everything. And, that's cool. All right, well, that sounds good. So what we're going to do is we're going to go choose the same dates that I chose up there. So I'm going May 6th and departing the 9th. 1 room, 2 guests. And there's a special rate when it opens dialogue. I'm not sure what that is. Special rate, spring into... Oh, it's you have a code or whatever. You have to put that in. We don't have that. Let's go check availability. All right, deluxe room from $41.95 a night. So now you know that if you go to the website, you're going to compare it to here where it's offering you $49 a night, but Plaza is offering it to you for $41.65. So this is a good example. I would always check the travel sites, and then I would check the hotel site and see if they're doing something better than what I'm being offered through like Priceline or something like that. So always check the hotel in comparison to the site and vice versa, because sometimes you'll find that the hotel is charging more. Meanwhile, if you go to Priceline or Hotwire, right? If you go to their Hotwire, you might find that the lower price on Hotwire. So do your shopping, compare and contrast all the websites, and always check the hotel site just in case they can do something better for you. Now, this right here is Hotwire, and Hotwire is fun because they try to give you like a mystery hotel, like hot rate, 4.5-star casino hotel for $70 a night, and all that. But it won't tell you the name of the hotel until you're done paying, right? And the thing about, Hotwire is that this used to be a real mystery, but their own data kind of gives them away now. So if I were to scroll on down and I was just looking for those same numbers, because over here they have hot rate, 5-star casino, 4-star casino, 4-star hotel, 3.5, and all that stuff. Sometimes what they say will give them away. Hot rate, 5-star hotel, North Strip. What can you think of? It says fashion show mall area. Obviously, this is to me going to be Wynn. It's how it is. But let's go ahead and just click on 4.5-star all suites hotel. All suites. Center Strip, Harmon Avenue area. I'm guessing that's going to be Planet Hollywood. There's also a way here, there's a map, right? So when you click on this map, it has little zones, and if you zoom in on the map, you can pretty much see the area that it's highlighting. And so that you can help narrow down where your mystery hotel is going to be. So let's choose this one here and see what it says. It's going to change my options over there on the left. We got Hilton Grand's Vacation and then 5-star, 4.5-star casino hotel, hot rate, Center Strip for $312. All right. Now right above it is the Cromwell. It shows, a hotel name for another offer, $351 a night. But let's compare and contrast, folks, shall we? The 3.8 out of 5 stars on both of them. Both have good as the rating. Both of them have 1,002 Expedia reviews. So those numbers are all lining up. Their own data is giving them away. And if that wasn't bad enough, folks, look at this picture. And look at this picture. It's the same room. It's a flipped image, but it's the same room. This is obviously the Cromwell. So right here, you can choose to get the Cromwell for $312 a night, which is better than what they're trying to offer you over here. That's kind of the flaw in clicking on the zones and being able to have vision, that you can kind of see, when their stuff is like giving them away. And for example, right here, hot rate, 4-star casino hotel in Center Strip High Roller Promenade area. High Roller Promenade area. Okay, so what's in the High Roller Promenade area? It's going to be what? It's going to be either Link or it's going to be Flamingo, right? Now let's look at these numbers. 3.5 out of 5 stars. Good. They both have 9,913 Expedia reviews. What a shocker. They both have the same exact amount of reviews. It's the same hotel. Now, this time they were slick and they used a different picture, but I can guarantee you this is the same. This is absolutely the same hotel. This is for the Link. So there you have it. There's ways to find out what those mystery hotels are. All you do is you click on that zone and, just have fun comparing the numbers. But yeah. So anyway, where was I? So we were looking at the Cromwell. All right. So Cromwell, Las Vegas. So let's go ahead and see what I would have gotten at the Cromwell. All right. So now I want to point out that the dates I chose were Monday through Thursday, because Monday through Thursday is really, the cheapest time to be in Vegas, because Friday nights and Saturday nights, the rooms go up, as is also pricier on Sundays. Monday through Thursday, normally you would do better. So now we're at the Cromwell site. They're having a semi-annual sale. So let's go ahead. We're going to choose check-in date, and I'm going to choose the same exact dates that I chose, right? May 6th through the 9th. Okay. Book now. So let's see what we get. All right, luxury 2 queens, classic 1 room 1 king pet stay. So 341, 341, 341, no 341, 341, 307 for the price. So let's go back over here, and we're gonna choose this hot rate at $312, and let's see what we get with that. All right, so it's taken Hotwire a minute to come up with their results. 4.5 star casino hotel in Center Strip, High Roller Promenade area. We won't tell you the name of it. But yeah, book soon. Yeah. So what's the name of the hotel? We can't tell you until you book, but we know for sure it is the Cromwell. It's got 350 crossed out and shows a value of $312 a night. And you're saving $30 per night over the retail price of $350, which is also what we saw on the other page. But which room is it? All right, that's what we need to know. It says book soon. The last person already got it. So select your room and let's see what we get. We have hotel chooses bed type, $312 a night, or we have luxury room, 2 queens, non-smoking at $314 a night. Well, let's go back. Let's go back to the Cromwell. Luxury 2 queens, $307. Classic room, 341. So we go back and compare. Back here, the Cromwell. All right, so $312 a night. I mean, that's pretty good. The hotel chooses bed type. That's going to be your run-of-the-mill room. And you also have the same option for $2 more for the luxury room, 2 queen beds and non-smoking. Luxury room, that's this one. 2 queen bed, non-smoking. So we're looking at $307 for the luxury 2 queens. And we go back over here to Hotwire, it's 312. So it looks like once again the hotel has the better price. But when you check other sites, right, like booking.com, yeah. Let's see if we could find the Cromwell on here. I don't know why I'm choosing Cromwell. I mean, I personally wouldn't stay there. It's not how I roll. But if you want to do it on the cheap, no, let's do this on the cheap. Let's do it on the cheap, right? All right. If you want to do Vegas on the cheap, you're gonna have to stay at some pretty cheap places. That's just how it is. Remember, your hotel room is only the place that you sleep in. So if you think of it that way, that the hotel is the only, is just where you're gonna sleep. You don't care about having like a spa or any of the bougie things you get at some places. If you just want something on the cheap just to get you there, just a place to rest your head, here's what the cheap version looks like. So what I would do is, because I wouldn't really care too much about where I stayed, but I always wanted to either be on the strip or downtown. So and I'm looking over here at this Sahara, Excalibur, Flamingo, right? And in these options here, I'm looking, one's down at one end of the strip, you know, this one's at the other end of the strip, and this is right there in the middle. Well, I would probably choose Flamingo. Talk shit about Flamingo all you want. It's not that bad. I would choose Flamingo. However, if I was getting a steep discount, I might go Excalibur. I've done it before. But this is how I do it on the cheap, right? So, those are your options, but you can also look at other options. There's Circus, which I feel is kind of just too far from everything. The Strat, again, too far from everything. This is my opinion. All right, but you can keep looking and you'll find other things. And, there it is, Oyo Hotel, and you have, there goes Excalibur again, there goes Plaza. So there's plenty of options here, but you always want to do it on the cheap. You have some options for you that are available by choosing this little thing they have over here where they, get one of three hotels. Sahara, Excalibur, Flamingo. All three hotels get one of these three and pay only $28. So you click on that. This is about price breakers. You get a great discount, but you do not get to pick the exact hotel. You'll see the exact hotel after you pay. So basically, this borrows a little bit from what Hotwire does. But I mean, $28, 272 for 3 nights. That's your total. It's $272 for a 3-night trip. That's not bad, right? So boom, you do it. You're done. 272. It's going to choose your hotel, whatever. You put in your booking information. That's a 3-night stay in Las Vegas for $272. Now, what I'm seeing here is that you pay this today, and they have $109.38. You're not even paying the full thing. You're paying some of it now. You're paying the rest of the property, $163.11. I would assume that's going to be like resort fees and stuff. But yeah, that's basically it. That's a pretty decent price. 3-night stay, 272. Let's do this again. Let's do it at cheap hotels. Let's go ahead to Hotwire. So let's do something different now. What I'm going to do now is, instead of doing the best match, I'm going to do a price low to high and see what we end up with. So basically, we want to see what is the lowest amount of money we can pay for a place to stay, just a place to rest our heads. All right, food and everything else, that's different, but just a place to rest your head, come back after partying or whatever you do, or seeing friends, or catching some shows, or going clubbing, or whatever it might be that you're into doing. Basically, that's what we're doing here. We're going to do Vegas on the cheap. So this one's taking a while. I'm going to go ahead and hit search again, and maybe it just needs to refresh a little bit. And I'm also going to do the same thing over at booking.com. I'm going to just scroll on up. All right. And then we have all these options here. And of course, you want to budget. Let's see, sort by our top picks. No thanks, because that's what they want you to choose. Go price lowest first, and see what interesting things you come up with. And the lowest price one here is Oyo for 62 3 nights, $62 a night. And that's going to bring you to about, let's see, US 2160, 3 nights, 60, yep, 6480, 6156. So yeah, you're looking at basically $21 a night. That's your total price. Your total price for Oyo. Those same dates, the 6th through the 9th. That's a pretty good deal. Now, of course, you can always check with the hotel and see if they're doing something cheaper. But if not, that's a good deal. You got the Strat, you got Circus, Excalibur, and then the Link. Then once you go from like Oyo, Oyo to Circus, and the Strat, maybe it's a jump of about 11 bucks. But Oyo to Excalibur of all places, look at that. And went from 62 to 139, which I'm not sure. I don't know if Excalibur is worth all that. But right above that, you have the Link. And then right above that, you have Horseshoe as far as price goes. Travelodge is actually more than Horseshoe or the Link. That's interesting. And it fluctuates. Like for some reason over here, 3 nights, 2 adults, 7.1 and 186 is your total. So things to look at. You compare these travel sites to each other and also compare them to the hotel. Sometimes a hotel will have better options than your travel websites, but sometimes the travel websites will also have better deals than the hotel. So we're doing the same thing here. We're at kayak.com. It says sort by recommended. I'm going to go low to high and just see what I get. We're only looking at hotels. We're not looking at flights. Circus, okay, for that same time period. The D, all right, $25 a night, and it shows you where to get it. All right, it says super.com is where you want to get the D for 25 a night. Expedia is where you want to get Oyo for 21 a night. You found it, amenity packed property near Shark. Okay, so this was Verbo, which is not even, that's like a Airbnb type of thing. Arizona Charlie's, if you want to go all the way out there. 2 double Oyo Las Vegas. On-site entertainment, short drive, Verbo. Priceline, Arizona Charlie's again. Super 8, another Verbo ad. Longhorn. So, I mean, with this one, you're getting, Be Pastels, Las Vegas is a hostel. Avoid hostels. Just do it. They're hostile. But you have the options. When you're going through, you can take a look if you have some time to commit to it. Just avoid the hostels. Avoid hostels. You don't want that. No one wants that. Just don't do that. 4 Queens 39 at agoda.com. And you just, it tells you what the rate is and where you're going to get it. All right. And that's over at Kayak. So yeah, they have different approaches to doing things. However, your best bet is going to be see what deal you're getting on the travel website and compare it to the hotel's website and see what you can do as far as that goes. Okay, so that's basically it. I would just hit these travel sites and I'll look at the hotel, and if the hotel did something better, I'd go for it. But if the travel sites did better, I go for it. But the travel site let me pay a little bit now, and then the rest of the hotel, sometimes I was up for that more if the hotel was more about paying everything up front. Again, it's just, depends. Do you want more money for now or more money for later? So the choice is yours, basically. That's it. Now, there are a couple of things I do want to mention, which is Groupon. Groupon is your friend. Check out Groupon. You can find things to do with discounts, places to eat, activities, things like that. Check out Groupon. Groupon is pretty cool. Another way to lower your expenses and get to do some free things or some free experiences, or lower the cost of a hotel stay, or whatever the case is, check out My Vegas. Slots Online, my Konami slots. You play these slot games and you earn points, and these points are redeemable rewards that you can use usually through MGM properties. And it's fun. I can't tell you how many things when my Vegas first came out, man, like back in the dirt, like back in like 2009 or 2010, I was like putting that thing on auto spin, working those points. There's this one guy on YouTube who Ace of Vegas, sup Ace, Ace of Vegas. He can go to his channel. He can give you the lowdown on my Vegas and Konami slots and stuff like that. And he uses a lot of those points that he gets to get discounts and stuff, and then he goes to Vegas and enjoys that thing. But yeah, my Vegas and my Konami, check them out. They're really good online slot game, but you earn points and you get to use them at MGM Resorts properties. And don't forget Groupon as well. Alrighty, so always find ways to get deals. Use Google, look for Vegas deals, but always check with the property website to see if you're getting the best deal or not. With those travel websites, as you saw, it is hit and miss. Sometimes you'll find something that's like, this is better than what I was getting at the hotel, and sometimes you won't. It really does depend. Also, you want to be mindful about when you want to like book your stays. Also, when it comes to flights, you don't want to fly out the day of. That's super expensive. You don't want to book way too early because that could be expensive too. They say the sweet spot is about 45 days out. So that's something to think about as well. And that's the way I did it. I waited till like about 45 days before my trip, got my flight, got my hotel. I usually did travel bundles if I could and if it was reasonable. The thing is now that a lot of these travel websites are kind of pushing you to take Spirit Airlines or Frontier. And that's a decision to make. However, I don't think it's a good one. I don't think those are good options because even though it might be like, you're not going to pay extra for the flight, what happens is they charge for everything. So that the carry on, your personal item, $45. So think about that. Is there really a savings there, or do you go with a different option outside of Spirit and outside of Frontier if you're going to be flying in? So these are also things to keep in mind. For those of you who are watching at home and listening to this podcast, what were some of the things that you do in order to find some really good Vegas deals as far as a stay in Vegas, whether it be a hotel or flights to Vegas? Let us know in the comments right here on our YouTube channel. We would love to hear your thoughts and what are some of the hacks that you have come up with to save money for your Vegas travel. And that's going to do it for this episode. Luxury travel booking, TravelZork Travel. Visit us at TravelZork.travel to plan your next amazing vacation, not just Vegas, but all over the world. And please join the conversation on social media. You can find us easily. All social platforms are at TravelZork. We'll see you next time.